The love is pure and so is the hustle. The whole fam is Gucci and so is the buckle. I wasn't supposed to make it out. Man, you know it's a struggle. With niggas that shoot they gun to show you they love you.
This is not an interview. Episode 1. Will Clinton, 1/3 of Empower We Trust. Got my man here with me. The man, the myth, the soon-to-be legend. Top 5 DOA in my book in Philly. Reese Bangem.
What's up, baby?
What's going on, man?
Pure hustle. We here with Will Clinton, man, the one and only.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying?
Pleasure to have you. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for sliding through. First things first, it's, I don't know if a lot of people know, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So before we get into anything that's mixy or industry-like or what anybody else would do, how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm honestly, bro. I'm in a great space right now. You know, my kids is healthy. They doing good. Mm-hmm. I couldn't really complain about nothing. You know, I wake up and want more every day just because I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter. Right. But you know, if I had to say I wanted to change anything today, it would be nothing. So, you know, I'm in a great space right now, bro. You know, I'm pushing the brand.
That comes before anything.
Yeah, I'm in a great space right now.
So, before we even get into the whole entertainment part of this interview or conversation, what I like to call it, I like to look at this as a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't want to make it seem like anything was coerced. Reese don't know what the fuck I'm about to ask him.
At all.
None of that shit. At all. I wanted to make sure that the first time I did my first one-on-one, it had to be organic. Whatever I ask you and whatever you say to me, it has to come from a place that's not coerced. You know what I mean? Because It's a lot of that in the quote-unquote industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that this was completely off top and nothing was looking like it was rehearsed.
Right.
So can we just start with a little bit of a backstory?
You know, going from where? Where you want me to
Where
start?
it all started at. What made you want to start rapping? When did you start rapping? And we go from there.
I started rapping. I used to always like be doing rap stuff. We got like old like camera footage, like you know, like my family got me when I'm a young boy. I'm like reciting other people's music, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was just the drive right there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was little, right? And, you know, I got a good memory, you know, and not the best, but the little. But when my family see this interview, they going to be cracking up because, you know.
Let me stop you right there. When you say you got a good memory, I feel like I'm one of the only niggas that can vouch for that because we did a track together. And 40 minutes before we hit the studio, you asked me for my MP3 player for the instrumental. And you stood on the corner and did your whole verse in your head.
Right.
And then we went to the studio and later you didn't write a fucking thing down.
You saw that. You was with me.
We was on Lawrence Street.
You gave me the beat.
We was on Lawrence.
I remember that. We got on the bus. We ain't going to tell them that.
Yeah,
we got on the bus. You
we was
saying?
kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was real, though. You was my nigga. I said I'd do it right now. And I was on the block. We ain't going to say what I was doing on the block.
Yeah.
It was
of
on
course.
the block. I did it on the corner. You feel me?
Right on the corner.
Shit, come on, we out. That's facts. But I was saying that to go back to you saying how old I was. You know, it was a song. It was called "The Gangsta Lean." You know that song? It's for my homies.
From the title, no. But
you don't really know. He a young nigga, but he my age. It don't make sense. But that was one of those records, though. That was one of those songs that you could, you know, I used to always like sing it, rap it, and you know, I just always had to drive.
Who was it by?
Edge.
Was it yours or?
No, it wasn't mine. It was like one of those groups. I forgot.
Was it the Clips?
Names. Fuck no.
Oh.
These niggas are old, man. These are old niggas.
My fault, Brody. No sauce. So that took you where?
To just, you know, keep doing what I'm doing. Then from there, it went to like, you know, like school days. People that probably went to school with me in elementary school, middle school, they could vouch that, you know, Reese always was rapping. Like I probably was in a cypher. I probably was battling somebody, cousin or some shit like
so
that.
Can
you
I?
know what I mean?
I seen a lot of that shit too.
Yeah, so it was ever since I can remember. I could honestly say though, if you just want to break down the music shit, like I always had a passion for it, but I had went to Florida when I was like probably like 13, 14.
We definitely gonna get to that.
And that's where I would really say I started rapping to myself. I mean, I know to everybody else I've been rapping, but it was exactly what y'all calling it, rapping.
Yeah.
I would say like musically, artists thinking that I could really do this was when I was like 14.
That's
13, 14.
That's kind of where I wanted to start, because a lot of people don't know that you had a pretty good relationship with the Runners.
Yeah.
They actually produced your very first mixtape, right? Through and through?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
How'd that come about?
Damn, that's a wild story. I actually moved out Florida with my cousin David. You know what I'm saying? We call him D Wood. Shout out to D Wood. I was out there for behavioral issues. You feel me? So my mom sent
You got
me
shipped
there.
out.
Yeah, I got shipped out. You gotta get out of here. You tripping?
Yeah.
So I go out there with cuz it was just more like a little bit more accepting who you is instead of trying to change you. You know what I'm saying? So he got more of adapting to the things that I liked and kind of connected with me on that level, because he wasn't my dad to be like, as a parent, you might look at certain things different, but as just a big cousin that you just got like 10 years over your little cousin.
Would you consider that more so like a father figure?
Yeah, if on my growing up tip, I would. He took me in.
Yeah.
This was his home. He wasn't living with his mom or nobody. He was living in a house by himself. He was an adult. He was about, that age. Grown,
for sure.
Taking care of himself. And his cousin needed some help, which was my mom, and he helped her by saying you can ship them down here, and I'll look at them. I'll take them in my care. And for a long time, that's what he did, and let me see. You know what I'm saying? Just
the other side of shit.
Yeah, like from, just different little things, just different conversations. It's another way. Yeah, he definitely preached that to me. So, it's like, all right, you want to rap, then we're going to rap, but we just doing it right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
In
sure.
the rap, you got to go to school and get the right grades and stuff. If you fucking up, then we ain't going to the studio today type stuff. Like, he kept it still.
Rap was the incentive for you to do better.
Right.
Not mad at it. Can't be mad at it.
So, we was out there one day. He called to the radio. They this one, Drizzy was rapping. You know Dre, bro. Yeah. Bro was rapping. So Dre and
I
them
never
was
knew
calling.
Drizzy rap.
They called the radio station. They rapping and they like, yo, my little cousin rap. He, I'm like 13, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping on the phone, and people was calling in, and you got all these different people. Like they like, yo, he hot. Then you got people like, yo, he was 13, cursing and stuff like that. I whipped my son ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like real. It like turned into a thing for that moment on the radio because people they was calling like for hours talking about it. Like people that got through, like, no, I want to talk about that kid that was rapping. You know what I mean? So. We just started doing it, and then I was kicking it with one of my cousin D Wood homies. He raps, so me and him became like a duo,
a little duo,
you would say, because we was going to the studio a lot together and doing songs together. So
that's
how that
Kiss
was.
Action.
Right? He meet the Runners without us. He meet them by himself. He messing with them a little bit. Somehow, some way. I'm not even gonna say somehow, some way. This guy named Infinity. Inf Beats, bro. Shout out to Inf. That was my man. He always was 100 with me. You know what I'm saying? Inf told me about the Runners and was like, yo, your man be dealing with them, but, they never heard you. So, that was just like, how the hell he dealing with him and he never heard me? We do songs together.
He put the plug in.
So Inf put it together. Okay. I went, met them, and it was just kind of history from there. Like, we met, and then we did, like, a couple songs that night, and then from there on, it was just consistent calling. Like, my mom flew out there. I end up, doing like a little deal. Basically, you'll call it a deal. It was a deal. It was like papers had to be signed. My mom flew out there for a reason. Okay. So it was like papers had to be signed, things like that. And, that's really how I connected with them, and we just kept moving. We kept it cool. We was thorough, you know what I'm saying? We was cool.
Was there was there any pressure on you at that age where you had to be a part of an infrastructure where there was an actual work ethic that had to be put into place for you to get what you had to get done?
No.
It was go at your own pace?
No, it was like at that age, I think that it's like when you really love something and want to do something, you don't really even understand how hard you're working. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, you 15, you 16, you looking at it like, yo, I rap. I do this, like, this what I do. I like rapping. It's the love for it. I didn't understand, you know, like 40, 50 hours in the studio. Or them telling me like, yo, when you order food, he gonna go get it. Now today, I know that was a studio runner. I didn't know what that was at 15. I just was like, yo, bro, I want something to eat. He gonna go get it because I'm in here rapping. Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
You're doing your job. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You getting to work.
Yeah, man, it was so pure from my heart that it wasn't even, you know what I mean, I didn't even really understand, you know what I mean? I didn't really understand. I was working, there was no pressure at all. You know, anybody that had to play any roles, I needed to get from Philly to Florida, it was a flight.
They made it happen.
Or if folks needed to drive and I had to hop in that car and I hopped in that car, I got out there, you feel what I'm saying? And when it was time for me to come back home, I got back and you know, that was home at one point because I was out there so long.
I remember you was going for some years.
Yeah, I was out there. So, you know,
I never knew Drizzy rap, though.
Yeah, Dre
That's crazy.
Dre had a little
I need to hear some bars from Drizzy.
You gotta ask him. You gotta ask him for the Drizzy bar.
Yeah,
we got the old Drizzy bars though.
Y'all got 'em?
I'm not gonna say I don't remember them, but I ain't gonna be the one that tell you.
Right,
he gotta spit them to you. I don't know if he wants you to hear him, but I mean, he probably can give you a 16 right now.
If anybody,
I seen him writing somebody rap low key. I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I low key. There's some recent stuff.
If anybody gonna hear 16 from Drizzy, it better be me, yo.
It should be you. It should be you. You feel me?
That's important to say because when you talk about you basically kind of like rebranding because it went from troubled Philly youngin' to a rapper in Florida.
Right.
Do you remember what part of Florida it was?
Yeah, I was in Orlando,
like
Winter Park, all that type of stuff, that type of area. You know,
so
like where the runners, well, they not really from there, but that's where they broke out of.
Yeah. So when you look back at that particular part of your start,
right,
essentially you have to, well, I would think that you have to put in the back of your mind what the main goal might be. Mm-hmm. When did you start thinking where you wanted to finish? Was it at that very moment, or did you have to progress into the artistry of rap to see that this is what I actually want to do? And that's when I know I made it.
To be honest, I really don't even feel like, you know, I'm at I made it point because I got a whole lot more to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll just respect you for being somebody that give me my flowers every chance you get.
For sure, absolutely.
Just because, you know, you seen it and you respect it, you always just give me my flowers, bro. So I appreciate that. So, you know, but I don't even feel like I made it now. I got a lot more stuff to do. But I would really say to answer your question, it just get to a point where, you know, like when you grinding and, you know, you could think it's like when you've been through so many things and then, you know, it just lead back to something, then you gotta feel like, yo, at some point you gotta put some attention on that and just be like, yo, you know what, this might be, you know, my calling and what I need to focus on to be what I need to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really, really it right there. Just like through adversity and through everything, you know, it always lead back to rap. Even when I wasn't rapping for people to hear me, nobody could walk up on me and be like, yo, let me hear something. I ain't got nothing fresh.
Right.
I mean, so it was like that was always something that I just ran to. I did musically, just rapping. So I just kind of feel like after doing so much and coming back to it is like, that's when I feel like I made it. You feel me?
Yeah, when motherfuckers
because I ain't giving up.
Asking for it.
Yeah, I ain't giving up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving up. I'm going to just keep going. And like you said, people definitely asking for it. Because when I'm saying I don't want to do it everywhere
I was
I
one
go.
of them.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
you one of them. That definitely never let it die down. Always see, bro, you got to rap. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not, I say it all the time. To me, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Absolutely.
Top 5 DOA out of Philly. And you ain't even hit 40 yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
a whole bunch of shit ahead of you.
Right.
And I'm a very harsh rap critic because
I know.
I don't like rap.
No, I know,
I'm
bro.
I'm a R&B type nigga.
Yeah, I
You
know,
what
I know, bro. I know
But
you hard, bro. Pause.
Whenever Reese drop, I'm tuned in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because organically, I want to hear what you're talking about because I've never felt like I was let down when you drop.
I appreciate
So,
that.
with that being said, is the end goal rap? Would you be open to like maybe doing some label work, some A&R work, some management work, maybe even production work? Like, is it a genuine love for music all around, or is it just bars and sending the message that you feel needs to be sent across the world?
No, it's a little bit of both. You know, I definitely got a message I want sent across the world, you know what I mean? But it's pure hustle, yo. I'm signing niggas, B. When I'm done with this shit, I'm signing niggas,
Talk
B. I'm
your
signing
shit.
niggas
Talk
while I'm
your
doing
shit.
it.
I believe
you better
it.
than me, I'm getting out your way. Like, I'm signing niggas, man. I love this shit.
With rap,
You know what I
rap
mean?
being, it's funny you say that because with rap being as competitive as it's supposed to be, you're just gonna jump straight to taking the high route and getting out of somebody's way, or are you gonna be like, oh, you think you fucking with me and bar their head off, pause if needed?
But what if this person that we talking about, right, is a reggaeton artist? I'm supposed to bar him?
You can't. That's probably the perfect answer to that shit.
Yeah.
You're stepping out the box.
Okay.
Okay. Not mad at it.
Yeah, so keep up with me, you know what I'm
So,
saying?
hey, man, listen. Progressive thinking is progressive thinking. Well, we're going to fast forward a little bit from that because before, when you were just young Reese.
Shit in here. I can't wipe my head or nothing. I need a tissue. I don't want to fuck the interview, but I don't want to be too sweaty in this, Joe. It got hot. Bel Air hit me.
We could probably figure that out. The bathroom over there.
Let me get that. There you go. That's why you always got the homies with you. Feel me, Ed? Easy editing. I ain't
Real.
got to do too
Real.
much with it. Gotta keep the homies with us.
So
Came from Honey, bro. It got hot. It got hot. It wasn't hot.
we closed that door. This shit got different.
Good. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, what you about to hit a button in there?
Yeah.
So I can keep my clothes on. Because I'm ready to come out this motherfucking jacket. Hello.
Along with the progression of you just being a young rapper from Philly who went over to Miami to do his thing and brought his shit back up here and got it popping, would that correlate to the gap that you took because you were away for about maybe 2-3 years? We didn't hear much from you, and then we got grind mode. And I may have been out the loop, but I like to think I was tapped in through the whole thing. But you were pretty quiet. What was the reason behind that?
Behind
The hiatus that you took.
I started something, I was a little quiet and came back.
Yeah. What happened in between that made you want to come back and be like, you know what? Grind mode.
Before I started grind mode.
Before you started grind mode.
I didn't start grind mode.
Okay.
It was something that was already like in the play.
Okay.
That's like you the homie. I want to get into the podcast game. I just come, yo, you got a good name.
Come in through Empower We Trust.
Empower We Trust. I like that name. I'm gonna come kick it with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So it was just kind of one of them things as far as why I was even dealing with the name and you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
The whole reason for coming into that is because I was away. You know what I mean? I came home and my thing was like, yo, what I'm gonna do.
I got to get back to it.
I wasn't really tripping about rap.
Okay.
Everything was kind of different. The sound of music was just different.
Yeah.
It was just things that I just was like, yo, that really ain't even what I'm on. I'm not I ain't really like I don't have no gimmick. So
Yeah,
I gotta just do something else with my life because everything looked real gimmickish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just was like, I can't rap. I'm doing something else. I'm on a block one day. My homie Fly, shout out to Fly. He say something to my man Dev. R.I.P. to my boy Deo.
We gonna get into that too.
I know, but I gotta tell the story.
Yeah,
before
for
you
sure,
do.
absolutely.
Though Fly was telling Dev was telling Fly that I could rap.
Yeah.
Now I had called home one day from the jail, and me and Dev was talking. I just spit some bars on the phone because I'm in jail bored. My man on the phone, we talking about what's going on outside, and then I'm like, yo, I just spit some shit to him. He like, yo, that's drawn. Like, nigga, you come on.
You gotta get home.
You keep saying you ain't rapping. You come, you rapping.
You gotta get home and get
Bang.
busy.
I come on now. He must have mentioned it to Fly. My man Fly, like, man, you can't rap. You ain't still got it. So it wasn't even that him saying that I can't rap. It's the fact that he was like, you not as hot as you was the last time I heard you. You feel me?
Try to light a fire up under you.
Ain't no way you still that hot. So
right.
I'm like, what? I'm better
than
than
fucked
that.
up, yeah.
I just don't be rapping because these niggas singing, they dancing, they hair blue. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stay out the way.
That's when I gave up on rap.
So, but you on my block, we on a block. Nigga, I'll let you know that this shit's still there. It's polished. I ain't losing a step, bro. I got better. So I rapped for like probably 15 minutes for these niggas. I spit one rap, 2, 3, 4,
Not
5.
A lot of people could do that.
All type of shit. You know how
niggas ain't got 15 minutes of bars no more.
So I go in. So now, you know, they run around the hood like, yo, man.
Man still got it.
Bro back.
Yeah.
And like, he ain't just back. Like, this what we on. He got to rap. Yeah. Even if he don't want to rap, he rapping. Fuck that. That's what it is. No way.
He gonna get us out of here.
Yeah.
He gonna get us out of here.
It was just like, yo, you the best kept secret. You the hottest thing. And you standing out here. We don't go to the studio. We don't do no rap shit. Mm-hmm. How you rapping like that? Them niggas, nobody can fuck with you. Real. So it was like, that's what gave the energy of just like rapping and trying to, you know, get back. Then I got on my, you know, we got on the squad. We went on a whole run. We put out the little Learn to Love It shit. You know what I'm saying? And when the Learn to Love It shit came out, it was no name. We was just Learn to Love It. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So wait, that wasn't the name of the mixtape. It was the name of your actual like movement?
No, Learn to Love It was the name of the mixtape.
Okay, all right.
Because it's Learn to Love It. We gonna get to that, but that's an album.
Okay.
That didn't even come out yet.
No?
No.
Oh, shit.
Learn to Love It was called the preview. So you know when you drop a movie, you go to the movies, you see the preview.
Yeah.
So my thing was I was putting out the preview because I was supposed to put the album out after that.
Right.
But then, you know, the setbacks and the setbacks. Then when I come back, I'm like, yo, I'm rearranging all of this shit. But the album Learn to Love It is still the album Learn to Love It. You know, that shit was been done.
Right.
It's just, you know, it's gonna take some time before y'all hear it, but.
So even though you just pretty much summed up the reason why you stepped back, which a lot of people would call the evolution of rap, how do you feel about it? Like with the whole melodic shit, with everybody doing the little Uzi verts and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what was your take on it when you first got put onto that shit? Like, were you like, this is rap now, or were you like, this is what rap is now? Like, what side of the fence were you on when that happened?
Hey, yo, look. I'm a bar spitter, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a bar spitter. You dig what I'm saying? So, to me, certain shit that you describing, it ain't that. It ain't that. But
it's not rap.
No. But I respect what they doing because after all of the people and things that kind of been laid out, it's kind of hard. Like, it's kind of hard. You know, like you got to be a certain type of animal to be able to continue after what people done already done. So if you come into the studio and you come up with this different sound and this different vibe, me being an artist, I respect it. I fuck with it. I like that shit because it's like I respect what they doing.
You started it and you're keeping up with the times.
They on some other, like,
real.
How many people you gonna hear that's gonna say some shit better than what you already done grew up on? You gotta be a certain type of animal.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So I'll come off as your top 5 because I'm a different type of animal.
Yeah, you gonna stay
but
my top five
everybody
too.
don't have that.
Right.
So when they go in the studio and they start doing melodic things or different things that make they sound a certain way, and they come out dope and they sell records and stuff, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
You
know what I mean?
feeding
I
your
respect
family
it.
at the end of the day. You
I
mean?
respect it. Now, am I ever gonna go do some melodic stuff? Probably not.
That
If you
was gonna be
see
my
me,
next question.
You know what I mean? Doing a certain type of music.
That was gonna be my next question.
Probably 100% not.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I don't respect the creativity that they went and came up with. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I respect the creativity to answer the question.
Now, to piggyback off of that, a lot of people would say that the only reason that a lot of Philly rappers have gotten melodic and little Uzi Vert-ish on certain things is because of the business of the actual rap industry.
Right.
What's your take on focusing on the business when you're rapping? Just because this is what sells and what's popping, do you feel like artists who do some shit like that may be labeled as a sellout if they're from the city and indulge in that melodic sound and shit like that?
One thing I will say, and I'm just gonna always stand on, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, Philly is Philly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Philly always been a certain way. It's a city that I rep. It's a city I'm from. Mm-hmm. I know the history, and that ain't us. So, I don't know if you want to call people sellouts. I don't want to
You're not gonna slight anybody like that. Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
stigmatize nobody. But what I will say is, when I hear it, I get a feeling like that's not Philly.
Okay.
So I don't know what that do for the answer or the question. But when I hear it, it's just not. It's not Philly. I ain't stigmatizing nobody. I ain't saying they selling out or nothing. But Philly got Philly things, and there's people that you can name today that's coming out with raps today that didn't come out with Beans and didn't come out with those old guys, and you can say that's Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
All
yes.
right.
1,000%.
So when it come to all that other stuff, it just ain't really. It's like it's just mimicking. So we could say we could say whatever we want, but if I'm gonna speak facts, if you ain't being where you from, then what you doing?
All right. So that last question was about maybe 5 to 7 years ago esque, right?
Okay.
What about now, where a lot of Philly artists / rappers, whatever you want to call them, I'm not really sure these days.
Right.
What do you feel about them trying to emulate the whole drill sound? Because that's not Philly.
Yeah, is really not. And the thing about it is, I always this is a question, right, that you asked me, and it's a conversation that I might have had with like a person or two, and it goes to a thing where people be like, the sound that I'm hoping that you speaking on the sound.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
just the sound.
Just the sound.
Yeah, just the
because,
sound. Cadence and all that shit.
Yeah, because to me, like the whole state prop and major figure, that's drill rap to me.
You think so?
That was drill. I mean, we rapping about shit. We seeing each other. Niggas say, you gonna fuck around and get Lil Salim buried. That's my son if I'm Speed.
Okay.
That's not drill rap?
In a sense, as far as content goes,
we saying
yes.
names. We speaking on, we can go
smoking
into
on such and such, packing all that shit.
That's what they saying now, so we calling it drill rap. But back then, it just was said different.
That's a good fucking point. I did not expect you to answer that way.
So that's why I answered it that way, because I had these conversations with not too many people. Yeah. But, and I just want to get deeper into it. Gunna, that's my heart. That's my man. So I use that as an example. But when you saying double RT in the body, I'm a popping. We talking We know who you talking about.
Yeah, I don't,
I'm about to squash. I'm about to sun kiss like a soda.
Okay, yeah.
So it's okay. So that wasn't drill music then. These are Philly guys. These niggas is from where I'm from.
It might
they
be.
saying these niggas' names.
It might
and
be.
they might have been they was serious.
Yeah, for sure.
And they was dead serious.
Yeah, the Lox talks about it all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So was that drill rap?
When you put it like that, maybe.
Now, when you say cadence, we
Yeah.
gonna start getting blonde dreads. Now we can get deeper into your question because you right, bro.
We could.
I'm with you.
We could.
You right. They tripping.
Yeah.
You is right.
Yeah,
but we ain't gonna say they tripping when it come to just drill
Yeah,
music. When they say like names and.
Plus, I don't need one of these fucking young ass kids running down on me neither.
You know, like we been on that.
Yeah,
we been on that.
Yeah.
That's Philly. Philly been on. We reckless. We disrespectful.
Real.
That's what we been on that.
Real.
But it's just what you saying. I agree. Cadence, lookalikes. Now
The fucking Pooh
I
Shiesties.
die. The block is Reese block. Reese 1500. See now y'all doing shit that's coming from other places. We
And
never was on that.
It seems flagrant at some point.
Now you're doing it with conviction.
And it goes
now
past
it's
rap.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
That's Chicago shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Nigga
yeah,
die. We name the hood after him. We rock out for the hood on his name. You know what I'm saying? Now today you got niggas, y'all this name that. Man, I'm not throwing no shots or nothing. I'm just keeping it real because you asked me a question.
Absolutely.
But we ain't gonna trip and say these young dudes is drilling because the people that we look up to prior to them was doing the same shit. They niggas was dying behind that shit.
Real. I honestly did not look at it like that. You put
So
shit
what was
into
Joey
a very...
Jihad and Quilly Mills and all? What was all of these guys doing on DVDs, bro?
Yeah,
That's not drill.
niggas was getting punched on.
Shit
and
was
all
real.
That shit. Yeah. That's true.
This is just modern day, but that's how it was then.
And that makes me
feel
feel
me?
like I'm behind on my game because you already had this conversation with some other motherfuckers. I thought I was gonna,
Not
I thought I was
a real
gonna lay some
conversation.
groundbreaking shit down.
No, because you asked the question.
Yeah.
That was me ahead of the game talking to somebody
Yeah.
just like, yo, you saying that because this person was saying, yo, these niggas is mimic Philly, niggas mimicking Chicago with drill shit and all. It's like, oh, whoa.
Outside of the music, they was already doing it.
Let's talk about it if you want to talk about it.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
I ain't know nothing about Chicago when Beans was saying he was going to do this, and I was hearing that, and I was geeked up.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Or a New York nigga moved to my city, and it's tough for him. Because we on that state prop shit, dog.
Yeah.
And we ain't fucking with New York, nigga. So you can go ahead with that.
Yeah.
Hove cool, but it may depends on who you fucking with. You fucking with The Rock and you from New York,
But
yeah,
that's
diamonds
because
up.
that's because your folks was under him. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you on that lock shit, nigga, you go ahead with that shit. And Kiss, my favorite rapper today. Like, when I look at my history of rappers, that's my favorite rapper. But
to piggyback off of that, I'm gonna give you a hot take that
Okay.
a lot of people may have heard, but it might have went past you because I don't know how deep into the algorithms you are. I'm gonna go on the ledge and I'm gonna die on it. Styles P is overrated.
you think who Styles? What's Styles P?
Styles P. David Styles. I think Styles P is overrated.
I mean, you somebody you like a hard critic because
I am.
This would have fucked me up about you. I'm
Really?
gonna tell you the truth.
Why? Tell me.
You will say that about Styles P, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, all right. But then you will say, like, Joe Budden's the best in the world.
Joe Budden is a top 3 rapper. I don't care what anybody says.
But that's why sometimes with you, bro, I just let you be Will, you my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
You,
absolutely.
my nigga.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
It's mutual ground. So I don't want to get into
But
that because it's like you just said Styles P overrated.
I do want to ask you a question, though.
Said Joe Budden's top 3.
I do want to ask you a question.
So it's like I can't argue with people like you.
I understand that.
When it comes to certain shit.
Have you actually listened to Joe Budden's music?
Yo, I'm not dissing.
It's
Joe
a legitimate
Budden.
question.
I never said he was corny.
Oh no.
You said he top 3.
There's
You putting him over Styles and certain people.
There is at least, I can guarantee you, there is
I'm not saying
there is at least 2 people in your top 5
that he better than.
that says Joe Budden is top 5. There is at least 2 people in your top 5. Who's your top 5?
I'm not taking away from Joe Budden.
Okay.
Bro. I'm not saying he can't rap.
That motherfucker can rap.
Now that's where you lose me. Like I think he could rap. I'm not like flabbergasted. I don't remember hearing no Joe Budden shit. And
he was blackballed.
Damn.
You know, like he was blackballed.
Oh, he's just all right.
Yeah, he was definitely blackballed.
I didn't want to bring that up. I just know that's your man.
Oh no, we was going there regardless.
You know what I mean?
We was going there regardless because you're in my top 5 out of Philly, so we're gonna talk top 5 regardless.
Okay.
You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Gotta get into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
But before that, because I don't want to go off on a tangent, because that's my fucking guy. When we talk about the whole drill thing, right?
Yeah.
That may fall into a lot of conversations that the bigwigs in hip hop have as far as the business of the music industry goes. So with you keeping it as organic as you can,
right,
and not getting into the politics or semantics of the actual music industry, where do you fall on that? Would you see yourself playing ball with the big dogs, or would you just rather do your own thing and build your own empire where you can say, I didn't need none of y'all and I did this? You mean, like, you can blackball me all you want. I got my own market, I got my core fan base, and I have my own means of doing independent business. Do you think it would deter you if you decided to not fuck with the people who are pretty high up in the industry, or could it be to your advantage?
One thing about it is, you know, the way that today works and the way that the things is going today, it's not the same as, you know, like being blackballed and all that type of stuff. It's like, it's totally different today, just the way that they made, you can just direct consumer and things like that. But saying I did this and I don't need y'all help, I just think that everybody need help at some point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need help. So it's just like, it depends on who you are, what you talking about, how much money you talking about, and where your heart at.
Right.
And if all of those don't line up, then yeah, I'm gonna stay over here and just do my thing.
Okay.
If, you know what I mean, everything that I'm saying with those few things that I said, if they all make sense, then we can do business.
Absolutely. Now, I call bullshit because I don't like that you were so humble about that answer. As if when you drop Pure Hustler, the shit didn't get 1.3 million fucking interactions within the first week.
Right.
On an independent platform.
Yeah.
You didn't put it on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, none of that shit. It was on purehustle.com.
Right.
And it did those numbers first week. So with that being under your repertoire, you don't think you reserve the right to have a little bit more elbow room to say fuck the rest of y'all niggas?
No, honestly, bro, it ain't even really about being humble. It's just about understanding that it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I wanted to do 10 million, 20 million, 100 million.
You just understand that it's going to take more.
Yeah, if I really want the voice to matter.
Yeah.
So the same way I hit 1 million people on my own platform, you know, if you talking with the right people and y'all got the right plan, it can go hit 100 million people.
Absolutely.
With the same message.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody is happy, you know? But it's not a
race or a competition with the machine.
No. It's not that I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
About me doing that million.
Okay.
So what that mean is you ain't just gonna come say anything to me.
Right.
I'm not saying what the number is. I'm not saying where your heart gotta be. I'm not saying what you gotta agree with because we'll be here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But when I get in the right meetings, I'll tell those people what that is because that's when you flex your wings.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's nothing. You ask me a question, we chilling at a podcast. You mean you my man? Why I'm flexing in front of you?
Absolutely. No,
You know what I mean?
it wasn't
I'm
so much.
flex for the right motherfuckers. When it's time to get in them rooms and them numbers you said, they gonna know.
Yeah. All right,
they
now
gonna
I
understand.
get it. When you put it like that,
they gonna understand what they gotta do to get a part of pure hustle.
It doesn't warrant you to throw that big joker on the table just yet.
Yeah, it ain't about nothing. Them
Right
numbers
now,
that you know, I know, and that you just expose numbers that a lot of people won't even know.
They should.
Because you was paying attention.
Absolutely.
You was keeping up with things. You was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you saw that, and all of that wasn't just in the Philadelphia market.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So you was paying attention and really watching.
Yeah.
But that ain't nothing that I ain't really tripping about that. I wake up every day just trying to do more. Try to get bigger, figure other ways to get bigger because it's real big out there and to get where I think that, I'm worth. I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But like you said though, we not gonna act like it's not like nothing.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying because you a nigga that give me my flowers. So you like, nigga,
absolutely.
We ain't gonna act like what you doing to me the average niggas is doing.
They not.
You feel what I'm saying?
They not.
So, but we talking about, the question was about higher ups, not about people who, that I ain't worried about.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Because with those stats, there's a lot of people I ain't worried about. Well, because I know what the numbers really doing, so I ain't worried about what a lot of people think they doing.
The numbers, the numbers on a mainstream streaming platform, as far as dividends paid to the artist, is fucking disgusting. It's nasty. The motherfuckers who got 30 million listeners every month on Spotify, they're not making $7,000 in a month. And that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. We'll save that for part 2. So with that being said, I want to get into the more intricate side of Reese Bangem as a person.
Right.
The artistry is cool. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I've known through listening to your music throughout the years is that you've dealt with a lot of loss as far as people that you love, whether it be to a cell, to the streets, to sickness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to drop any names or anything like that, but it makes me wonder if those things that were adverse to you is part of the fuel that gives us the product that we know and love at the cost of your mental health, because you have to find a way to divulge that pain. You know what I mean? Because anybody who listens to you know that if it happened, it's in your music.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Which is why I respect the artistry, because a lot of people aren't willing to put that out there for the people to kind of open up a door to say something that you might not like, and you jump off that ledge and be like, man, fuck this shit, it's still going out there.
Right.
So, like, how heavy is that on you when you're doing what you love, but it has to be at the expense of people around you that you've lost and some shit that you just may not want to revisit.
Right.
But you gotta articulate it in your craft.
Right. To be honest, bro, I think that for all us artists out here that, people that could use things like that for that purpose, what I mean by that is like, that's like really like my therapy. So when you ask me in the beginning of this and you say, yo, how you feeling? And I'm like, yo, I'm in a great space.
Yeah.
That's bro, that's 90% of the reason why I'm in a great space. Because I can go in that studio and I can just talk to the beat about how I really feel.
Let that
and
shit
it don't
out.
matter who it cut, because it might hurt me saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how I get it out.
I've taken a couple slices listening to your shit, like Lost Girl. That shit hit me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's early work.
Early
you know
work.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, early work. No bullshit, bro.
I feel like it's important, seeing as we're in a more progressive time right now, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month. We should shed light on when we do what we do that we love. Sometimes it gets a little heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it you may feel like, damn, like this shit really just happened, and I'm talking about it willingly, but sometimes you may not want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, bro, it done been times like, mid-verse, like, you know what I mean? I gotta stop.
You gotta
Tears,
stop. Yeah, you
crying,
gotta stop.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm rapping about real shit, and they come out and I gotta stop, and I'm, you know what I mean? You crying, nigga, and you gotta wait, and then you let the engineer know you ready, and you bring it back and you get that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It done been that real, quite a few times for me in the studio. Just recording real shit where I'm touching up on real topics.
I believe it, because like it's no surprise to anybody that me and you have actually had a personal rapport throughout the duration of your career. For real, I've known you since I was 11 years old.
Right.
And I've been a direct correlate of everything that you've been through, even though I haven't been physically present through everything. But whenever something happened and I knew that it may have been taking a toll on you, I empathize with that.
Right.
Because I'm no stranger to it myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people feel like just because you're in the entertainment business or your passion is entertainment, that we as people don't have feelings and don't have weak moments and all that shit. Yeah. And it's important to know that shit is all right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be weak sometimes, because we spend so much fucking time being strong as being the face of something that when you get a moment to be a fucking human and
men,
feel shit, and as men, it don't make it no easier that we men.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So it's important to shed light on that, because not a lot of people talk about that. Mm-hmm. And the main what do you call that shit? The main point of my actual platform, the podcast and Pod We Trust, it is like a little bit more comedy based, but a lot of people don't know that the motherfuckers who bust jokes and smile and all that shit, we got some shit with us too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's important. And seeing as I've never had a one-on-one conversation with somebody on camera, I couldn't miss the opportunity to shed light on that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that it was you that we actually had that conversation, because a lot of people might look at you like, oh, he just a hard ass rapper, because you be rapping some hard shit, but there also be some sentimental shit. There be some, you mean, like,
I go through shit.
Motherfuckers are human. Like, they're human.
Bro.
We're human.
You know, and that's just the most, you know what I mean? That's just first.
Yeah.
That we human. And
before anything.
Yeah. That's what
absolutely.
People just gotta understand. You know what I mean?
So, in your looking back into your beginning and where you are now, what would you say is your favorite project of yours?
I haven't released it.
So what's out? As far as what's out, what can everybody who's watching this go to and say, he put his fucking foot in that shit?
Pure Hustler.
I'm rolling. Favorite track off of your favorite project? I hope to God that we fucking got the same answer, because I got that shit already.
My favorite track off of Pure Hustler? Mm-hmm. Mama, Be Careful.
That's third for me.
Be careful. Because I was really talking to my peoples.
Yeah.
People that raised me.
I can see that.
It was 2-3 verses. I was raised by 3 women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the verses that was for my mom, of course, it got intimate because, I'm saying my mom and I'm saying Lisa and things like that, so you know that verse for her. But the first verse, and I was talking about my aunt and my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta listen. And you
Yeah.
gotta know, and you have to been there. But I was raised by women. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
even
So-
on obstacles, I
so
got
mama
suspended
be-
from school. My grandma gave me mics. I
That's
love
real.
you.
That's real.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
Yeah,
Shout out to
real.
Grams, you know what I'm saying? She ain't making no better. I'm like, well, I go beat niggas up and get yours. If I get suspended, I'm gonna go with her downtown. She gonna give me some mics.
We going to Foot Locker. You know what I'm
Sure, you the
saying?
only nigga in the house.
Whoop
Can't
ass,
stay
grandson. Whoop ass.
there. I don't think that's what she was saying, but it was just the fact that I was the only one in the crib.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
needed to leave. You know how the women is. They get
Yeah,
their money.
they gotta
going
get out of
shopping.
there. Yeah,
nigga,
they-
you
Come
got
on
your
with
ass
me.
suspended. Come
on, we out.
And because you here, nigga, you get to cry for some sneaks you want.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, shit.
I ain't gonna say she just was rewarding her ass whippings. It's just I was home. So she
No,
like,
yeah,
nigga, you
yeah,
suspended,
absolutely.
you coming with me.
I get it.
Yeah, but that was real though. That's facts, nigga.
Yeah.
That's facts. Niggas
So-
like come back to school. Niggas like, how the fuck you get them chores? You just got suspended. Shit different.
Grams
in my
got
crib.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Shit different in my career.
Now, along with that being your actual personal truth, and this is a very loaded
What's your
question.
favorite? Sorry to cut you off. What was your favorite joke?
Disaster.
Everybody dying now. Hot shit is flying around. Take a hood, tie it down.
Is it good? Try it now.
God damn, that's that shit. That's that shit. I say
That shit was fucking heat.
I love the intro. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
stick with Mama B. I'm gonna stick
Whoever
with B
that
Careful,
nigga Swaggy Yono is,
though. Swaggy, I know.
Heat man,
Swaggy, I
he went
know.
fucking nuts on that beat.
Shout out to Swaggy, I know. He
Real.
a beast. He a beast. Yeah, that's one. Be careful. Bro, I love Thug Toast. That was from the heart.
Thug Toast. I would have to
My
revisit
Thug
that.
Toast. With the niggas that I love most.
Oh yeah. No, that's hard.
That's the end of the album.
Yeah.
That's after Be Careful.
Yeah. That's a good way to go out. It's a good way to go
Come
out.
on. Then
Real.
you got Trenches with me and Mizzy.
Trenches was hard.
Fire.
That whole album was fire.
You got Trust the Process with me and Gunna.
Yes.
Hard.
Yeah.
Damn, you got that. If I start naming
That's
records,
listen, that motherfucking.
that's a good take.
That-
but
yo,
to be careful. And
You know that
intro,
was my very first listening party. I never went to a listening session before that.
Oh, over there at Milk
At
Boy.
Milk Boy, yep.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
never.
joint.
That
was a
shit
good joint.
was hard.
The niggas was coming for hours.
Yeah,
right? I was getting loud that
the
night.
fucking
niggas
the,
was coming,
the
listening,
tape,
leaving.
The
coming,
tape got played like 3 times, and ain't nobody get bored.
Nobody get niggas.
Ain't
average,
nobody
niggas
get
was
bored.
learning that
Yup.
shit. Niggas
Yeah.
was learning that shit.
Yeah.
He said ain't nobody get bored. We had all of Bel Air out there.
Yeah.
That was love. That was
Yeah,
love.
that
We
shit
had a
was
good
lit.
joint. We had a good joint. That was a good joint. I'm about to drop some shit though.
Come on,
We have
man.
another one.
Speaking of drops,
Oh, what you was about to ask me?
the conversation. The conversation, man.
Conversation.
Don't get me wrong. I'm always looking forward to whatever you drop.
Right. But
This needs to drop.
You hoping that
This needs to drop
You hoping that it say the
soon.
conversation one day.
Whenever you drop a track list, if the conversation is not on there, I am going to be personally crushed. Because I
this is
only
the-
heard the draft of it, and that shit never left my brain. If I could just hit a finished product and be able to bang it in the wheel,
Oh, yeah. You
Come
gonna
on,
love
man.
It. You gonna love it. You gonna love it. And listen, it's been done. It's been mixed.
That's what I'm
That's one of
saying.
those records. Who the fuck? I think my man Kenneth Muse made that beat. I
Yes,
think
he did.
Add a little more
He
sauce
did.
to it.
Yeah, he did.
Kim made that beat. Damn, I was in one of those modes. I was away from the track for a little minute. And I
that
was
shit you
thinking
was talking on
different,
that joint,
and I was on some grown man shit, and I was like, yo, I gotta have a conversation with the people. People is texting me about things that I don't get into no more. Motherfuckers gotta relax, man. I need to talk to the people and just let them know, like, yo, I'm on some other shit, bro.
real.
So let me have a
That track
conversation with
said
y'all,
exactly
but
that.
I could understand why you. I know why y'all still think that because I know where I come from. So you're not gonna forget that.
Yes.
Just let me talk to y'all and let y'all know what I'm on, and this is what we used to be on.
Fam, we
but
need
this
that.
is the real shit.
We need that.
This is the
I
real
can't.
shit.
I can't think of any other way to put it. We need that. Like we
You know what I mean?
really
used to play the
fucking
block.
need
Now we
that.
passed that. You know what I mean?
LLCs, couple businesses, assets.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I gotta give him that.
You have to,
that's
dog.
real. But that's real though. It's relevant. See the thing about
And it's
the
gonna stay
conversation-
relevant.
Yeah,
It's gonna stay relevant.
That's why I named it the conversation because what we doing right now.
Having a conversation.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? We having a conversation.
And that's gonna be the name of this. This is not an interview, the conversation.
I love that because that's the name of that record.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about that record was I did it with no intent on when I was going to drop it. I knew it wasn't coming out no time with the frame of recording. I recorded it. I knew it was so much before that, right? Just because I'm so calculated on that type of stuff. So I knew when I did it, like, yo, ain't nobody gonna hear this shit no time soon, but I'm gonna give them niggas a snippet. I'm on my live one day. I'm like, yo, me and Ken in there. I'm like, play that shit because I knew that the rap was next level. It wasn't really about when I was putting it out. It was like, yo, they need to hear this
that's
shit
some
real
shit
quick.
that's always gonna age well.
Yeah, that's a crazy fucking
Like,
rap. Them
that
bars
record
was crazy
cannot be
because
dated.
It was from the heart. It was from the stomach. It was real. It was a real conversation that I wanted to have, and I wanted to have it on a beat, and that was the beat that I picked. And I went in the studio and had the conversation. So it's just gonna be like when you talk to somebody and you have a good conversation, you always remember it.
Yeah, yo, I
was some
bodied
real
that shit. Yo, like I
You feel
fucking
me?
bodied that conversation. I hope I hope he ran with that shit. I hope it registered.
Yeah. Or when you the nigga that it registered to.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, that conversation I had with Ed, that shit was real,
That shit
bro.
spoke to me in many different fucking runs. When that nigga said, if everybody posing, who the fuck gonna take the picture? I'm like, I said,
That's the hardest line in the whole rap.
That might be the one.
That's the hardest line
That shit
in the
was a
whole
gut
rap.
punch. I'm
That
like,
nigga
God
said,
damn,
if
he gotta
everybody
drop this.
Posing, who the fuck gonna take the picture? Well,
Man,
if
listen.
everybody posing, who gonna take the picture, my nigga? God damn, they don't understand. That's why I needed to have that conversation.
Real shit.
It was a real conversation,
Real
bro. It
shit.
just was on a beat. And that's why I was talking. The levels was low. It wasn't it just sounded, the beat was slow. Like, it's like, it was a beat that I could be, like right now, how me and you talking, it'll go.
You could walk down on that
you could
joint.
just walk, you could
on
just
some
sit down
cool
and talk.
shit. Yeah.
Holla at the people, man.
Absolutely.
And, the thing about that record, like I said, I did it with no intent. And then I was like, yo, I had another record. It was one thing about that song, certain records I make, I know they intros.
Okay.
My intros is like,
But you did say that was the intro to the tape after Pure Hustler.
It was going to be, but the reason why I told you that is because I already had that intro.
Okay.
I had that intro. Infamous Rel made a beat for me. Shout out to Infamous Rel. He made a beat for me like some time back. That shit was called Dead Prez, and he had the drums and shit from the Hove joint,
Okay.
Dead Prez joint. So I rapped on it. I smoked that shit. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be my intro. And then,
wait,
what album was that?
Can I stop you real quick?
Yeah.
Ironically, I think the conversation would be a great outro.
For this,
I think it'll be a great last track for whatever you put out. I think the conversation would be a fucking
outro.
Amazing
That make more
outro.
sense. That make more sense. 'Cause it's
I
a
done said all this, but when it comes down to it, this what you need to hear.
Yeah, this one I'm on.
Real.
That's real. It'd be an outro. That's good. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I always was thinking about it as an intro because I think about certain raps as like introductions, and when you hear this, you know what I'm on. So then when you hear everything else,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I introduced this thing the right way.
Yeah.
So certain raps, I be like, yo, and most of my introductions is really no hook or nothing.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
come, I spit for a
Because
certain
you
amount
barred
of
niggas
time.
to death on the intro to fucking Pure Hustler.
That was crazy. And I gave you a second to
Yup.
think about the shit I said the first time.
Yeah.
Then I come
And then
back.
jump right back in it.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah. That's what the intro is. And
Yeah.
I'm talking about everything that you see
Real.
happening in your day-to-day life. And the thing about the intros was interesting about why I was trying to make the conversation the intro, because I feel like when you listen to the Pure Hustler intro, that's what I'm seeing on my every day-to-day life from 14
To now.
to now.
To now. Yeah.
I think the conversation was what I start seeing a few years ago to now.
I think the conversation is what you're trying to see moving forward from today.
For sure. But I can't say that because a lot of things is implicated. Like, when I say, you know, I'm having flashbacks.
Me and my niggas used to hit the block and trap that.
I ain't hustling no more, bro.
Yeah,
I don't sell no drugs.
Real.
So that's a real statement. When I say like that's not nothing I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to stop hustling.
Yeah.
I don't hustle no more today, and it's been years.
Yeah.
That's why you heard that song years ago.
Yeah.
I made it years ago. I just knew it would take time for people to understand what I was saying. That's why I started to rap off like that.
Lately, I've been having flashbacks. Yeah.
You mean now we got bigger plans? I've been thinking past that. LLCs, a couple businesses, assets.
Trying to get some shit straight.
BMI,
ass caps. I'm in the field.
You mean when they shooting to kill?
Getting like gas clap.
Come on, man. It's hard to focus on rap.
Only thing that pop in my hood is the potent is crack.
So I let you know that what I'm on, I ain't on that no more, but I'm gonna
it's still a real thing.
I'm gonna let you know
I
what
understand
it was.
you. I understand you. Yeah.
On rap,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
only thing that pop in my hood is
Was
the
the
potent
potent
crack,
crack,
nigga.
yeah.
Nobody give a fuck about my bars. They buying his work. I got daughters, sons, and shit. So
Yeah.
once I let you know what I'm on, I'm giving you the flashback though.
Yeah.
I know exactly why I was on that. And then we gonna rap about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna wheel you in and bring you back to reality.
Yeah.
Cause this what I'm on.
We
And
take
that's
you on
why-
this journey real quick.
Absolutely. So that's why I was using it like I was like, yo, this gonna be the intro after Pure Hustler, because I feel like Pure Hustler intro was more like, yo, that was like what you just said. Yo, give me the beat, give me your headphones.
I'ma bar you down.
I'm standing on the corner on the block,
Yeah.
and I'm rapping about this shit that I've been doing this last
So
week and a half.
basically, the actual track, the conversation, is a testament of your progression.
For sure. That's
I love
exactly
it.
what it was.
I love it.
At that
And
point when I was in
and
that
I'm glad
yeah.
it didn't come out that soon.
Yeah.
Because you can look back at it when you actually recorded it and you like, damn, this shit still applies.
It still applies.
I'm not mad at it, but drop that shit, yo.
I gotta put it out. I gotta put
Drop
it out,
that.
but I'm trying to put it out because it's a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
you know people didn't really
I know how that goes.
get to understand that you get to understand
Yeah,
because you knew me since you was 11 years old, bro. So it's still a picture I gotta paint for people who just getting on it.
Absolutely.
That's not fair for me for them to come and hear Reese Bangem tomorrow, and the first thing they hear is the conversation. That ain't fair to me.
It ain't.
Nah.
I'm not mad at it.
Nah, I gotta get bigger,
It's just
bro. I need
the
more
selfish
streams,
fucking.
I need more followers. I
It's
need
the
more
selfish.
people to understand.
It's the selfish
They gotta
music fan
catch up.
in me that
Absolutely.
feel like these people need that.
They do though.
You know what I'm saying?
They do, because you understand it though.
I do.
Will.
I do.
You
And it's a
understand.
whole
And you know a lot
plethora
this
of
shit-
motherfuckers who also understand that.
They do. They do because some of them walk the same shoes.
Real.
And they didn't choose to be a rapper. They chose to be a truck driver, a cameraman,
Yeah.
a movie editor. They
Shout out to
don't
Karate Ed. That
you know
nigga
what
the
I'm
GOAT.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
they
Karate
decide-
Ed really him.
So it's like, that's why they feel it.
Yeah.
Because it's niggas that lived it. It's niggas that lived it. They all ain't pick up a mic and rap. So when I say it, I'm they testimony too.
Yeah.
They like,
Yeah,
oh,
for sure.
fuck, I feel that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit real. Because I lived it.
Yeah.
So it ain't no if he's saying the truth. See, the people that's going to gravitate to the shit that I'm talking about is niggas that really, really understand and really live this shit. So when I say certain things in my rap, you ain't going to have to question if I done it or not. If you did it, nigga,
Yeah.
you ain't got to question that.
Only the real relate.
It ain't nothing to talk about. If I'm rapping about it and you don't understand it,
It ain't for
was
you.
never there.
It ain't for you.
You was never there, bro.
It ain't for you.
If you know what I'm talking about, you was there. If I say, then we graduated from the corner to the days end. If you don't understand that, you wasn't there, my nigga.
Yeah.
You don't understand the elevation.
You was on the porch.
You was on the porch.
You was on the porch.
You feel me? So I don't gotta say if I was trapping or if I was hustling to a nigga that really was hustling.
Yeah.
He could listen and say, man, that nigga was in the field. There ain't no way he could say that shit if he wasn't really doing that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you could talk that language if you ain't really living that.
Yeah.
So it's like a nigga saying, you know, like, I'm like, I say something in the rap, right? And I don't want to glorify this, right? I'm not glorifying this, but this just...
It's content.
It's content.
It's content,
Right?
yeah.
So you saying, you like, oh, a nigga saying, I'm in a rap, I'm like, yo, throw the gun on your waist. No, the gat hot.
Yeah. You got to be of a certain type of person to know that.
If you really would, you got to be a certain type of nigga to understand that language.
Yeah.
If you don't understand that language,
That shit be hot.
you wasn't really outside, bro.
That shit be hot.
You wasn't really doing shit that you talking about.
I was never outside.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You mean I just use certain things. It's just it's just languages that it's like, yo, you don't got to question if dude was really doing this or doing that or doing this. It's just all you gotta do is just sit back and listen. Like, if you really was outside,
it's gonna resonate.
Know.
It's gonna resonate.
Know. That's how it goes.
You gonna feel that shit in your heart and your soul.
Heart and soul.
So for closers, because we are about to get out of here, I feel like we've allocated a lot of our time here. I just have to ask, because there's a lot of people who don't know what it's like to be in the space of entertainer,
Right.
whether the realm is different or not. It's a fast-moving and very taxing business. What do you do for you when you decide that, God damn, I'm burnt out, I gotta recharge? What do you do?
I take a vacation.
Talk your shit. I wish I had my air horns. Yeah,
I just take
this
a
nigga,
vacation
this nigga
with,
Ed, man, he be on planes.
Yeah, I'm taking a vacation. If it get a little overwhelming, I'm calling my dogs. You know what I'm
We
saying?
out.
We booking some flights, and we getting out of town. You know what I mean?
Rolling.
We gonna go have a little good time. We getting away from music. We not even tripping. We out on vacations, and we just vacation.
And that used to be a thing of yours, because I noticed for a long time when that whole grind mode thing started, every time you took a trip, you would shoot a music video.
That was my thing.
Yeah,
that was my thing.
that was hard.
Vacation was
Views,
work.
that Views
Vacation
freestyle
was
when y'all
video.
was in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man.
Yeah.
Come on. That was a hard-ass visual.
Yeah.
That visual was hard. And that was PSMG days when I was doing fucking internet radio.
Yeah. That was 2015, 2016.
You slid. You
did.
slid.
We was out. I was doing what you saying. I was traveling, doing videos. You know what I'm saying? I was making a business. So now when you go on vacation,
and you ain't got to
it's
worry
not
about
really-
that shit.
it's not
This is for
escaping
me.
it. If you going on vacation,
This
you
is for
still
me.
shoot
Yeah,
videos, you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
You just gotta. But I still take vacations and shoot videos. But then I know I'm on those business trips. But for the most part, I think.
Yeah, wasn't you just in fucking Puerto Rico with a broken foot or some shit like that?
I was in the Bahamas.
Bahamas, all right.
But yeah, I was on vacation. My shit was fucked up, but it ain't stopped nothing. You know what I mean? I probably should still have that shit on, man. It should be feeling crazy, but it ain't about nothing. I'd rather the forces, you know what I'm saying?
Real.
I'd rather have
You
my
see
fucking
me?
forces once I
You
was
know what
coming.
I'm
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, I just, you know what I mean? I just recharging.
Good to know.
You know, we sit back. We take
Good to
take a
know
little
that
vacation,
that shit is very important. A lot of people
Yeah.
think that this shit is just all fucking rainbows and unicorns. Nah, this shit get exhausting. It gets taxing, and I can't wait to get tired.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get
I
tired.
can't wait to get tired.
Real shit. I
Yeah.
can't wait to get
It's a
tired.
grind, though. Most of the time, I don't, it don't even be like, I don't be feeling like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I be feeling like, it's more like, yo, I need a break.
I'm exhausted.
Because I know I ain't doing enough to get tired of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I got to come back to it, but I need a break, yo. So,
Real.
We're
Real.
going to go do, I got a lot of different hats, too. So, I'm doing real estate shit.
Yeah,
I'm doing,
yeah. I didn't want to get into your business. you know?
I'm a parent, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy.
And your daughter
Really.
nice and bald, too.
Come on.
And your son rap now.
Shout out to Naya, Quan Bangem. He
You know what I'm
wanna
saying?
rap, you know what I'm saying? Go check him out. Nigga crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Naya, she balling. Bro, and I'm at them games. I'm going to them games. So honestly, even outside of vacation, like if it got overwhelming for me tomorrow, I felt like, yo, man, I don't want no fucking interviews, that shit. It ain't nothing to go on my shelf, bro. It ain't nothing to just be like, yo, I'm going to just do other shit. I could wake up every day and be trying to figure out, what's the next deal a nigga going to close. That's exciting. That's not boring.
Real.
You know what I mean? I can say,
I'm never
not
mad
worried
at closing
about
a deal.
rap. Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't worried about no rap. I'm trying to focus on You know what I mean? Some business shit.
Real.
And me, I need a skyscraper or something. Then you turn around, you say, you know, fuck rap, I'm being a parent. You know, you can never see your daughter make too many threes. You feel me? So, shit. I don't want to say fuck rap, you know what I mean? I'm going to go to the park with my daughter. We're going to work out. I'm going to take her to work out. Or she got some games I'm pulling up to.
Absolutely.
I ain't on rap right now. I got my dad hat on. You know what I mean? So sometimes you look at it like, damn, I'm trying to do a lot of shit and I need to focus on rap. But then that was a great question because, you know, that's something that I talk about.
We need to
that's
know, what we do for us.
That's a real conversation.
Because we out here serving y'all, but what about us?
We wear many hats, yo. Yeah. Like when this camera cut off and niggas ain't rappers and podcasts, bro. We
out here doing shit.
Real shit.
We out here doing shit.
Yes, I'm taking my daughter to get shit. I'm being a dad. I'm being busy.
And you ain't got no fucking choice but to love to see it.
That's why the album called Learn to Love It. Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why the album, when the real album come out, that's what it's gonna be. But until then, I got work. I'm putting out, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes, Will.
Man, listen.
I'm grinding, bro. I ain't gonna let you down, bro. You ain't got me in your top 5 for nothing.
You gonna stay there.
Yeah.
You gonna stay there. By next year, you better be in my top 3, nigga.
I'm gonna be the top 1. I'm gonna be the
top 2 when he not 2.
I don't know
You know
who's number 1, but the fact that you really know me is gonna make me number 1.
Real.
I'm gonna be number 1 in a year or 2. You know what I mean?
There it is. Will Clinton, Reese Bangem, Pure Hustle,
Yes,
Empire We Trust. We the fuck up out of here. If you ain't like it, fuck yourself.
It's your boy Reese Bangem, man. Pure Hustle Entertainment. Will Clinton, Empire We Trust. We gonna call this part 1, man, because we coming back, bro. This is my bro. So he gonna ask some more
he coming back.
You know, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned then. Like I said, Reese
Next
Bangem,
time we both gonna be multi.
Reese Bangem 1500 on all platforms. Pure Hustle ENT. It's the takeover, man. I really don't even know what to tell y'all what I'm doing next, so, you know, don't never question my work. Just know I'm working.